screws. Yeah, it's going down. Have you saying what the fuck and never watered down? It's going down. I'll be rolling up. And if you buy it or you sell it, then you made the cut. Watch me flip it back. I can double up. I got sriracha for that ass, I'ma burn it up. Gotta check the rules and know that it be fair and foul. Rep blow the whistle, coach throw the towel. We can do this on the field or outside the line. It's the man now, now we going live.
And what is up, everybody? Michael Buckosher here with the Mike and Mike Man Hour, live, raw, and uncut sports talk, coming at you live on this Monday edition of RTFSportsNetwork.com, noon hour, East Coast time. If you are watching us live on a Facebook page, welcome to the show. We're also on the YouTube channel.com as well. YouTube channel, I should say. That's youtube.com/Mike and Mike Man Hour. If you guys head over there, we are giving away another giveaway tonight. So you have to be active in the chat and basically just say, hey, hashtag Man Hour once the giveaway comes live. So we are giving away another snapback hat tonight. So feel free to jump in there, guys, and join the movements over there. We have some more giveaways coming up in the upcoming weeks as well. I believe it is Wednesday. We're giving away some stickers as well. If you are a sticker connoisseur like myself, I put them all over my computer and laptop and whatnot. But also, we are giving away the $100 Amazon gift card still. So all you have to do is jump on our Facebook page, like that page, and share us with a couple friends as well. And if you guys are new here, this is live, raw, and uncut sports talk. So, guys, I am flying solo tonight. Mike LeBlanc is dealing with some family issues. If you guys listen to the show, Thursday night, you know exactly what is going on. So I am not going to air out the man's news by any means, but just keep him in your thoughts and prayers over there. Mike is very well missed here on the Mike and Mike Man Hour. What is up, Mike Reeves? Yes, I am Mr. Clean Man. Cause here, check this out. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera or not, but I was working on my garage and I decided it would be fun to headbutt a ceiling joist. So I had to get that taken care of and fixed up a little bit. So we do have an exciting show happening, guys. Some news that is happening in the NFL. Guess what? We are only 17 days, 23 hours and 12 minutes and 10 seconds now until kickoff. Whew. Man, I am excited. NFL football season is a little over 2 weeks away. We're about 2.5 weeks away. 17 days until kickoff. September 10th, Kansas City Chiefs versus Houston Texans. And as Mike Reeves says, he loves you, Mike LeBlanc. Stay up, brother. Yes, man, definitely stay on your feet and keep looking positive because we do miss you over here at the Man Hour. Speaking of the Man Hour, guys, if you guys head over to mikeandmikemanhour.com, we are selling some merchandise as well over there. We got some T-shirts along with the snapback hats as well for sale over there. So if you head over to the Mike and Mike Man Hour and check out the merch store, guys, it is very, very reasonable priced over there. Just go, help us out. Support the show. And if you don't want any gear, feel free to drop a donation on there as well. So that would be much appreciated as well. So we do have a new follower in the house. Leah Christie, thank you for the follow. Also Rob Romby, thank you for the follow as well. And TJ Burns, thank you for the like, man. We definitely appreciate you guys, everything that you guys do for us here on the Mike and Mike Man Hour. Every little bit helps. Sharing this feed, liking the comments, and also dropping the emojis in there help as well. So definitely feel free to jump on board with that. But tonight we are going to get started with the What Does, and we'll be hitting them off right now. And my first what the other night, it is going to go out to high school football here in Indiana. We had our first successful game last Friday night. Of course, my boys won. I believe we won, was a 41-6 or 42-6. But I'm not here to talk about that. I am here to talk about time management and coaching atmosphere in high school football. I don't care if you are a young coach. I don't care if you're an old coach. I don't care if you're a middle-aged coach, right? When you are down 41-0 at halftime and we are playing our freshmen against your varsity starters, you should know not to play those guys. Understand that we play you again week 5. We play you again in 4 weeks, and you be sure we are going to put 65 up on your bitch asses before halftime. Southern Indiana football you guys better recognize the what-does, because I am bringing them out. What-does Jeffersonville High School. And my next what-the of the night is going to go out to Lamar Jackson. It has been reported by sources, I should say, that he is dealing with a groin injury. He is nursing a groin injury. I can already see it now, that the boys, all you Lamar Jackson fans out there, like, oh, he is injured. Like, so when Lamar Jackson has a down year this year and, like, not even a top 10 quarterback in the NFL moving forward, you guys are going to revert back to August 23rd when sources come out saying that he has a groin injury. He has been nursing that groin injury. And I can already see it. Say it now. He is going to be nursing it all year. When he's thrown 3 or 4 interceptions in a game, oh, it's because he's growing. Like he can't fire through the ball. He can't rotate his hips enough. But when he does well, like, oh, he's back healthy. And then the next week when he throws 3 or 4 interceptions, like again, his groin's hurt. His groin's hurt. So this what does going out to the Lamar Jackson fans that are going to bank on this injury for his down year this year. You guys better chalk up the excuses because Lamar Jackson's going to suck this year because he's trash. That's how it is. And my next what-the of the night is going to go out to the L.A. Clippers and Dallas Maverick games. If you guys were not watching that game today, it was an absolutely amazing game. I'm not a huge NBA fan by any means. I kind of told myself that I wasn't going to support them because they have the whole Black Lives Matter thing on the floor and on their backs and the equality and like all that stuff. But NBA playoff basketball is hands down the best basketball that you will ever see when they actually play and like actually hustle up and down the court. And Luka, that kid from the Dallas Mavericks, I believe this is his 4th ever playoff game. He hit the game winner tonight versus the LA Clippers, I should say, Sunday night, versus the LA Clippers, giving them a 136-134 win in overtime. So, guys, this what-the is going to go to the masses out there that say that Kawhi or somebody else is the new face of the NBA after LeBron James leaves. Guys, you guys are wrong. Luka is the face of the NBA after LeBron James leaves. Luka is a man among men down there in Dallas, and he has proven it. You guys better jump on this bandwagon real quick. I believe his number, 77? Buy some Dallas Maverick jerseys. 77. Everybody else, you guys get the what-the. Luka, the man. And the next what-the of the night is going to go out probably towards, let's face it, towards the Major League Baseball as a whole. As you guys know, Major League Baseball has been kind of facing this controversy of should they have done a bubble, should they have gone like the bubble route with 4 centralized locations and like put all the teams there, or should they have done this, done that, done this. But Jose Abreu hit 6 home runs in 3 games over this weekend versus the Cubs. Sorry, Brandon Coombs, but Jose Abreu definitely hit the crap out of the ball. So my what-the of this is going to go toward the Major League Baseball. If you guys are juicing those baseballs right now, because I believe there's it was a San Diego Padre that hit 6 home runs as well over the weekend, as well. So if you guys are juicing the baseballs, you better come out and tell us right now. I mean, I don't care one way or the other. As long as it's even across the board, I don't care. if you guys are juicing the baseballs to get the rankings up in Major League Baseball to get 6-7 home runs in like a 3-day span, I'm all for it. Chicks dig the long ball. We want high scoring games. I'm a fan of the 7-inning games. I'm also a fan of the just the double headers. Like I'm not a fan of a 1-0 12-inning game. I'm a fan of a 27-16 7-inning game. That would be awesome. Juice the baseball. So Major League Baseball, if you guys are doing that, better say what the. Come on now. And my next what the of the night is going to go out to the COVID testing community. You guys know we couldn't go out a show without talking COVID because let's be honest, COVID is definitely running my life right now, and it basically sucks. I ain't gonna lie, one bit. It definitely sucks. But there have been NFL teams that have been kind of shut down over the weekend. I believe it was the Browns and the Bills that were shut down because a bunch of positive tests of COVID. They were all sent to one centralized testing center. I forgot the name, but they are owned by a Democrat Party. But nonetheless, I digress. But they sent out those same tests to local testing centers to get a quicker 24-hour turnaround. They all come back negative. It turns out that there's one testing center. I don't know where the testing center is or the name of it. I don't care. I don't want to give them any publicity or anything from my mouth. Just know that these people are probably fudging the test. Because this center has over 40% positive rate when tests are sent to them. Those same tests that are sent to local testing centers or to other centers, over 75% of them come back negative. Think about that. I'm just going to let you sit there and ponder that. Ponder those thoughts. COVID's a hoax. And my final what the of the night is going to go out to Joel Embiid. After the getting swept by the Toronto Raptors on Sunday night, he during the post-game interview basically kind of pondered his thoughts or his future about staying with the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid, I respect you for going through the process and like whatnot, but if you were to jump ship now, that tells me that you are not the person that I thought you were at all. So Joel Embiid, stay in Philadelphia, ride out the trust, keep trusting the process, be like my man Alex Gordon. Alex Gordon was the lowest of the low with the Kansas City Royals. He grind through for 10 years, and then they won the World Series, and now they're back to grinding through the shit there, and Alex Gordon is still there. Because he is true to his blood. He is making good money playing baseball, playing for his team that he loves. I mean, you say you love Philadelphia, stay there. Show them that you really love them. Come on, Joel Embiid. Do not ponder your thoughts about leaving Philadelphia. I don't think any other team in the NBA really wants you, to be honest with you. All right, guys, that is going to be it for What Does of the Night. What is up, Jameson? Thank you, Mike Reese, for all those emojis. I finally get to see those emojis. Those are pretty cool, especially the mind-blowing one. You should put that mind-blowing one on the COVID, Mike, because facts are facts. Why would that testing center be astronomically higher than the rest of them when it's owned by a Democrat and the rest of them are all independently or state-owned? It's just kind of weird to me, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. I digress on that. So, guys, we're going to take a quick little break. Jameson, welcome to the show. Leah Christie, thank you for the follow as well. We definitely appreciate you guys liking and commenting onto the show and whatnot. So, guys, we're still giving away that $100 Amazon gift card. All you have to do is like the Facebook page, just like what Leah Christie just did. That gets you entered into the $100 Amazon gift card. And then if you share the page and join some of our trash talk groups, that gets you additional entries as well. over on our YouTube channel tonight, guys, we are giving away a snapback hat. All you have to do is just get entered in. Once it comes across the screen, put hashtag #manhour. That gets you entered in to win the snapback hat. I believe Jameson won it last week, and hopefully it's getting shipped in the mail soon. But I do know they're operating about 50% capacity, so it could take a while. Before we head to break, let me go ahead and address this comment here that Jameson came across the board with. He says, Embiid and Simmons don't work together. They need to trade one of them. I don't watch enough NBA basketball or Philadelphia basketball for that matter. The only time I'm tuning in to watch basketball is to watch the Miami Heat because Bam plays for them and he's a fellow UK alum, or the Sacramento Kings or the LA Lakers because I like LeBron James. So I can't. I mean, I can speak on the NBA, but it's not going to make, like, you guys don't want my opinion about the NBA, to be honest, because I just don't know that much about the NBA. But, guys, we are going to take a quick little commercial break, and after the break, we're going to break down the NFL preseason power rankings from our boy, Matt Benz from Twist. The RTF power rankings coming up right after the break, guys. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Mike and Mike Man Hour, guys. Live, raw, and uncut sports talk here on the Facebook Live page or YouTube Live, Sunday through Thursday, 10 p.m. East Coast time. You can also follow us on Twitter and Twitch as well during those times. If you missed any part of the show whatsoever, you guys can find us on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And as always, the show is aired Monday through Friday, noon East Coast time on the RTFSportsNetwork.com. Now all the house cleaning is out of the way. Guys, the RTF Sports Network team has started to put together power rankings for us. Like we have hockey, NBA, Major League Baseball, and what is important to the Mike and Mike Man Hour show here is the NFL power rankings. So I believe it is Matt Benz that does the power rankings for the RTF Sports Network page. If you guys are interested in those pages, they come out every Tuesday. I believe it's 9 a.m. East Coast time is when those come out. But we're going to give you a little sneak peek because I have a little inside source. So, per Matt Benz from the RTF Sports Network, this is the NFL preseason power rankings going into Week 1, which Week 1 is 17 days away, 22 hours, 56 minutes, and now 24 seconds. It is getting ever so closer. So, with that being said, coming in at at number 10, I should say, he has the Green Bay Packers. Number 9, he has the Dallas Cowboys. Number 8, he has the Seattle Seahawks. Number 7, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 6, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 7, the Indianapolis Colts. Number 4, Baltimore Ravens. Number 3, San Francisco 49ers. Number 2, the New Orleans Saints. And coming in at number 1, my Kansas City Chiefs. So earlier in the, whoops, I pushed the wrong button. My bad, guys, my bad. So earlier in the day, when like Matt told me his rankings, and so we could make the graphics and whatnot, I asked him a very simple question. I said, here, let me pull it up because we have like a little Facebook chat going on here where it is power rankings. There we go. And just so I don't misquote anybody by any means, I said, this is being serious. Why are the Bucks that high? I want to talk to you on the show sometime this week to basically defend your rankings like a tad bit. And this did not come from Matt. This came from Daniel from Infinity Sports. I believe he does the NHL power rankings, and he said because from week 8 on they had the number 1 pass rush, the number 2 overall defense, and then they went and added Tom Brady and to the best wide receiver tandem in the NFL. Just like this is obviously just his opinion from Daniel Sullivan from the Infinity Sports, but I went ahead and did some fact digging. The fact that, yes, it is the fact that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the number 2 defense and the number 1 pass rush in the NFL the last 8 weeks of the NFL season. That is the fact. The second fact is that they also have the easiest schedule in the NFL from week 9 to week 17, the last 8 weeks of the season. So, with that being said, can you really say that they were the best in the NFL? Mike Reeves comes with the breaking news. He says, per my source, me as in Mike Reeves, Matthew Benz was just fired as a co-host from Twist. Which that is a complete false because Matt Benz carries Twist all the way to the goal line every weekend, but we'll get into that later in the week. So, I am not disagreeing that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will not have a winning record this season. I am not disagreeing that they will probably make the NFC playoffs this season because there are 7 seeds that they can fill. I am saying that they are not a top 10 or a top 6 NFL team going into week 1. You can say what you want about who they added, what their defense was last year, what their pass was last year, but that was all last year. I've been watching training camp footage. Yes, Tom Brady and Mike Evans are looking good against grass, throwing 5 to 7 yards out. They look great. Tom Brady has yet to throw a good deep ball to Mike Evans. Mike Evans has been slowing down on those fly routes, on those post routes, because Tom Brady has a noodle arm. That's just the way it is. And then you add Gronk to the mix. You can have the best wide receiver tandem in all of NFL. You can have Jerry Rice and Terrell Owens on the same team, and Tom Brady throwing them the ball. Tom Brady is going to defer to Gronk more times than not. I bet you Gronk has a career high in catches this season if he stays healthy, and Mike Evans and Godwin are going to go down this year because Tom Brady likes Gronk. He likes that dump down pass. He likes to, quote, play it safe, right? I mean, and if the stats are correct and that they had the best defense the last 8 weeks of the season, okay, then Tom Brady's going to rely on that defense, right? Wrong. Tampa Bay Buccaneers is a offense-driven league or a driven team. Tom Brady said it himself in an interview that the fact is that this is the first time he has ever had an offense-driven minded coach. With that being said, it makes me wonder if Tom Brady is going to be too anxious to really perform. Is he going to be too anxious to drive the ball down the field to, throw it to double coverage when Gronk is there? I could see the first 3 to 4 weeks, 5 weeks of the season, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are just an average football team. For one, they play the Saints week 1. They play the Saints twice in the first 8 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's the first nine weeks. Either way, it is twice in their first 8 games. I forget where their bye week falls into place. So that was my first question mark of the whole Matt Benz NFL Power Rankings was the Buccaneers at number 6. My next one was the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 7. Now listen here. I like the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like them. Their defense was phenomenal last year. They had statistically the worst quarterback play ever in the NFL. The worst ever in the NFL from a starting quarterback for more than, I believe, it was 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. If the Pittsburgh Steelers can do what their defense did last year, with a healthy Ben Roethlisberger in there, they're going to scare a lot of teams. They're going to do well. They're going to probably win that division. You heard me. They're going to win that division if Ben Roethlisberger is healthy and what he was, and if that defense still plays the way they did last year. Now, but to have them preseason power rankings number 7, that is a little bit of a stretch. The reason is because we haven't seen any preseason games. Just like the Bucs. On paper they sound great. They look great. But we have yet to see them on the field. So Steelers was my next little question mark. I mean, like, I do think they're. Let me reiterate. I do think they're going to be good. I really do. But the fact is that I don't think they're going to survive this first week. I don't know who they play, but Ben Roethlisberger is coming back off of possibly a career-ending injury and whatnot. So he is going to probably be playing a little bit timid here. Next one is the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I am a passive Dallas Cowboys fan. They are my number 2 team. If you don't have a team in the AFC and the NFC, you probably should. It makes it exciting for rooting interests and just makes the games that more exciting when you have more teams to root for. That's why fantasy football is so exciting. But like I said, Dallas Cowboys are my second team. If the Chiefs and Cowboys ever play in any game, I'm rooting for the Chiefs just because that is the way it goes. The Dallas Cowboys, number 9. Did they make the playoffs last year? No, they did not. Did the Dallas Cowboys add anybody that to really put them over the edge besides a rookie? No, they did not. They also lost Gerald McCoy. They cut him. So that defense is, still a top 10 defense, but nonetheless, well, what is up, blah, blah? I see you there. The Dallas Cowboys are not a top 9 power ranking preseason NFL team. You want to know how they can slide in there, though? Sign Earl Thomas. Bring Earl Thomas home, then I could slide you in there. On paper, the Dallas Cowboys look great. But going back to the Bucks, going back to the Steelers, the Dallas Cowboys have a brand new head coach. They have a brand new offensive coordinator. They have a brand new defensive coordinator. It's going to take time for Dak to adjust. It's going to take time for CeeDee Lamb to learn a NFL offense. It's going to take time for Amari Cooper to learn a new NFL offense. Zeke is probably going to be Zeke. I mean, you can still run a 36 power to 36 power. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it GT Tango 36 rifle whatever. Zeke is getting the ball to the 6 hole. It is what it is. Running backs do not have a lot of adjusting. Running the ball from one head coach to another. Now the passing or the blocking schemes might be a little bit different on the passing game, but we'll digress on that a little bit. But to have them in the top 9 or number 9 in the top 10 NFL preseason power rankings, Matt Benz, you got to enter that as well. Now, number 1, Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, I'm okay with that. Super Bowl champs. Yada yada yada. Number 2, the Saints. No. Didn't they lose in the first round to the Vikings? Your Vikings, Matt Benz, last year? I've said it on the show many, many times. The Saints are a great regular season team. They're 13-3, whatever, with Drew Brees at the helm. They are habitual 11 to 12 win team year in and year out. But with that being said, they haven't done very well in the playoffs. I believe Mike LeBlanc looked them up last week, and Drew Brees is below 500 in the postseason. He has 1 Super Bowl win. I believe he had 8 Super Bowl wins. 3 of them came in the year that he won the Super Bowl. So almost 50% of your wins come 1 year he was there since 2008. So the 12, 13 years that you've been in New Orleans, you had 5 playoff wins outside that Super Bowl run. So Saints at number 2, we'll see. Like I said, they're a great regular season team. I would want to face the Saints in the playoffs. No matter what. Saints in the playoffs, let me have them. Number 3, 49ers. I think you have to put them up there because they were the Super Bowl losers, but the Super Bowl slump is real. San Francisco 49ers will not make the playoffs this season. They'll be 7-9, 8-8 at the best, and miss the playoffs. I can see the Arizona Cardinals knocking them out. Honestly, number 4, Ravens. I guess you have to give respect to the former MVP. Put him in the top. Put him in the top 5. Sure, they'll have a great regular season, 14-2, 13-3 as well. If Lamar Jackson is healthy, he's already nursing a growing injury. If you heard the what does. He's already nursing a growing injury, so all you fans, go ahead and write that down. Lamar Jackson has a hurt hamstring. He is going to have a down year, or there's your guys' excuse. The Colts, number 5. I love the Colts. I believe I said it last week on air, but I've been privately saying it for a few weeks here, that I think the Indianapolis Colts are probably Super Bowl bound. It would not surprise me if them and the Kansas City Chiefs face off in the AFC Championship game. Colts and Phillip Rivers get the edge. The one time, that Phillip Rivers has a chance, he plays the Kansas City Chiefs, a team that's knocked him out many, many times. But everybody else I am kind of okay with. I wish he would have moved the Seahawks up a little bit on there, but it is what it is. So, like I said, Matt Ben's power rankings for the RTS Sports Network right now at number 1, he has the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 2, Saints. Number 4, San Francisco 49ers. Number 5, Baltimore Ravens. Number 4, Baltimore Ravens. Number 5, Indianapolis Colts. Number 6, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 7, Philadelphia Steelers. Number 8, Seattle Seahawks. Number 9, Dallas Cowboys. And number 10, Green Bay Packers. Do not sleep on the Packers this season, guys. I'm telling you. Do not sleep on them. I wanted you to call Lamar Jackson because I saw Jackson, but James Jackson, I am not a 49er hater. The facts are the last 5 NFC Super Bowl losers have not made the playoffs. The last 5 NFC Super Bowl losers have not made the playoffs. What makes you think any different that this year the San Francisco 49ers are going to be any different? They are essentially the same team as last year. You know what they say? When you don't improve, you get worse. Also, other teams in that division have improved. Arizona Cardinals have improved. Seattle Seahawks have improved. The Rams, they'll still split with the 49ers. They'll still go 1-1 against the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, granted, the Rams are only going to have 5-ass wins this year, maybe 6. But hey, they'll beat the 49ers once. And that one loss to the Rams, Jameson, is probably going to knock the 49ers out of playoff contention. Because I believe it is one of the last games of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Roots of All Sports Podcast, thank you for the subscribe over on the YouTube channel. Definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Roots of All Sports. Shout out to another RTF Sports podcast, guys. Shout out to those boys. So, guys, we're going to take a quick little break. I'm going to we're going to go for about 10, 15 more minutes. But we have to talk about the biggest news that happened over the last couple hours. The last couple days, I should say. Earl Thomas has officially been cut by the Baltimore Ravens. What does that mean for the Baltimore Ravens? Are they still preseason power number 4? We'll see. Mike and Mike Manhour, guys. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Mike and Mike Man Hour, guys. Live, raw, and uncut sports talk. Michael Buckhouse here tonight. Mike LeBlanc is taking the night off. So definitely send him some wishes over on the Twitter machine at Mike Man Hour on the old Twitter machine. If you guys are watching us on live Facebook right now or YouTube, over on the YouTube channel, we're giving away a snapback hat. All you got to do is put hashtag Man Hour over there in the chat. Also, we're giving away a $100 Amazon gift card right here on the Facebook page. Once we hit that 500 like mark, all you have to do is to like this page. And if you want additional entries, share it and enter in one of our Trash Talk groups because we all like to talk trash. That is why we like sports. Let's just be totally honest. Also, starting here in the next couple days or so, the Mike and Mike Man Hour Fantasy Football League will be opening up, and we'll probably do the draft on, say, next Sunday or the Sunday after that because football season is officially 17 days away. Woo! Now that is all of the time, all out there. If you guys have missed any part of the show whatsoever, we are on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spotify as well. Also on RTFSportsNetwork.com noon edition. Rhonda Bruce, thank you for the like as well. We definitely appreciate that you have been entered in the $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. I believe we're sitting at like 485 likes right now, so we're definitely very, very close. So, housekeeping is out of the way. Now let's get into the real news of the, is it the weekend? The week? I don't know. Either way, the news that really hit me home, I believe it was Friday night, because we were in a rain delay, lightning for like 2 hours, and I was looking at the phone, and I saw some tweets happening between Earl Thomas and, or it was from Adam Schefter, I should say, from ESPN about Earl Thomas, saying that he is expected to get released by the Baltimore Ravens because of a fight that happened earlier in training camp that week. Okay. That made me start scratching my head right there off the bat. They said they were releasing him probably because of a fight earlier in the week. First things first, if you are not fighting in training camp, if you are not getting pissed off at each other, if things are not getting chippy, like a little extra shoving, if punches are not being thrown, we get punches thrown at high school level all the freaking time. You are not practicing hard enough. You are not practicing hard enough if there is not a fight on the football field at some point during training camp. Simple as that. So, when they said that Earl Thomas was probably going to get released because of a fight, I started thinking to myself, there is something deeper that is happening there. So, in our sports trash talk group, I posted, I shared the picture of the screenshot of Adam Schefter's tweet saying that he has officially been released, and in the comments below, forget who it was. So if you are watching, give yourself a shout out there. They said that Earl Thomas has been consistently showing up late to practices, arguing with coaches and whatnot. So basically, kind of being like a cancer in the locker room. So this was finally the straw that broke the camel's back. But what is really going on? Does Earl Thomas want out? Are they forcing him out? I mean Earl Thomas has pretty much been a staple of a defenses for 9, 10 years. Yes, he had one mix-up when his wife or his brother was sleeping with his wife or something like that. I don't know exactly what happened. That really got swept under the rug really, really quick, or they were sharing. I don't know. They were in a polygamy. I don't know what it was, but they were basically two guys were having sex with one woman, and they were pissed off at each other. That's basically what it come down to. That is the only thing that I can think of that Earl Thomas has ever done bad, ever. So, I was scratching my head. I was digging. I was looking. I mean, the Baltimore Ravens are not gaining anything by releasing him. They still take a $10 million hit on the cap. They're losing one of the most premier defensive players in all of NFL. Yes, the Baltimore Ravens defense is still good. I ain't going to take that away from them. But the year that Earl Thomas came to them, that defense got elevated. That defense started flying around the ball. They started hitting people in the mouth over and over and over. But you lose a guy like Earl Thomas, you are going to take a step back. I don't care whether he's aging or not. They're going to take a step back. When the Ravens lost Ed Reed, yes, he was over the hill. He was aged. They still took a step back in that secondary. When Ray Lewis retired after that Super Bowl, yes, he was still Ray Lewis, but he was not on the field as much, only playing like third down situations or second down situations. But when they lost him, they still lost a voice on the field, a voice on the sidelines. The emotional, and they took a step back. Baltimore Ravens defense is going to take a step back this year. I don't care if you can add a primetime Ed Reed onto that team right now. You're still going to take a step back because there is a time to, mess with each other. There's that time to gel with each other. Yada yada yada. Then you come to the situation. Well, shoot, Earl Thomas is a free agent right now. Earl Thomas is a free agent. Teams are going to be chomping at the bit to pick him up, right? Last year, the Dallas Cowboys were, basically front runners to sign Earl Thomas, but he ultimately ended up going to Baltimore. But he is from Dallas. So it comes to question here, what teams would be acceptable, or what teams would Earl Thomas fit in? I think, safety, you can only play cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? There are only so many coverages that you can play. There are only so many disguises that you can run in the back four. He can fit pretty much damn where anywhere. You put him on the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, I got Clinton Dix. But you add an even better player to that. Ooh, that Dallas Cowboys defense just looked a lot better now, right? You add him to the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sure they can work some cap room around to get him on there. You have him on there? Shoot. Put Kansas City Chiefs down in the Super Bowl. Let me change my picks a little bit. Then you have teams like the 49ers and Texans and Buccaneers all coming to mind. I don't think he'll go to Buccaneers. They are a offensively minded team. Defense is optional. I mean, it is what it is. 49ers, Jameson, your boys. Wouldn't that be something that the Legion of Boom start to join back up at 49er land? Like what it's called Levi Stadium now, right? I mean, they already got Richard Sherman over there. So, I mean, heck, why not go over there, right? But then, this is the weirdest rumor that I've heard, and the source seems to be pretty reliable. They have not given me false information yet. But then they said that the Seattle Seahawks are in talks already with Earl Thomas, saying, hey, come back home. Come back home, Earl. We would love to have you. Wouldn't that be something if Earl Thomas went back to Seattle Seahawks? Because I believe he left because they weren't offering him enough money, would it come down to. But Seattle Seahawks are a Super Bowl contender in my eyes. Jameson, you can say all you want about their pass rush. You can have all day to throw, right? But when you have Earl Thomas back there ball hawking, that's still you still only get half of the field. And you play against Jimmy G twice. Mean shit. I don't know, but nonetheless, here in the chat, Jameson comes off and says here that Earl Thomas was cut because of the conduct detrimental to the Ravens, and they won't suffer a cap hit, I believe. I think you are wrong on that because I believe what I read was they're still hit with that $10 million cap hit because it fell after August 18th or something, because he basically already got paid for the season, what it comes down to, more or less. So, but we will fact check that some more and come at you guys tomorrow about that. But that is the biggest news right now. Earl Thomas has been officially released from the Baltimore Ravens. In the comment, guys, tell me which team that you think he will end up at, and what team would you like to see him at, and does that make that team Super Bowl contenders? Does Earl Thomas on your team that you choose, does that instantly make them a top 5 defense in the NFL? Looking at the Dallas Cowboys, I believe so. They will be a top 5 defense either with him or without him. So that's definitely a yes. He definitely catapults him into playoff talks even more. Buccaneers, Baltimore. The Buccaneers will be lucky to make the playoffs. Yes, they will, but they'll be lucky. San Francisco 49ers, their defense is already pretty stout, so they will probably be much the same. So much like the Cowboys. So like yes, they will be up there. So Sonny, thank you for the Facebook share, man. I definitely appreciate that. Earl Thomas, cut. Baltimore Ravens. Jake Silva, thank you for the like as well, my man. Definitely appreciate those shares, guys. You guys are getting entered into that $100 Amazon gift card thing. We got a lot of stuff rolling in here. Joel, thank you for the YouTube subscription, man. David Smith as well. Carson Lloyd, man, 4 new subscribers on YouTube tonight, guys. Thank you very much for those subscribes. So, guys, that is going to be it for tonight's show. If you guys like it, be sure to, head over to Mike and Mike Man Hour, guys, and check out some merchandise. You guys can get some good stuff over there at the Man Hour. T-shirts, hoodies, and stickers like as well. You can also download the Man Hour intro song. Full intro song is up there on the website. You can download that as well. Guys, it's live, raw, uncut sports talk with Michael Buckheiser. Michael LeBlanc will be back sometime this week. So send him well wishes at Mike at Man Hour on the Twitter machine. Send him some love. Have a good night, guys.
Let me introduce you to your host of the hour. If you Mike and Mike. Yeah, it's the Man Hour. Got the hottest plays, all the breaking news. Every rumor, every trade, every breaking bruise. Tighten knuckle screws. Yeah, it's going down. Have you saying what the fuck and never watered down? It's going down. I'll be rolling up. And if you buy it or you sell it, then you made the cut. Watch me flip it back. I can double up. I got sriracha for that ass, I'ma burn it up. Gotta check the rules and know that if you fair foul, ref blow the whistle, coach throw the towel. We can do this on the field or outside the line. It's the Man Hour though, now we going live.